Well, he's looking down amongst our fan base here, just looking at them like, oh boy, wait, here comes the Cowboy, unbeknownst to Bobby Roode. Turn around, Roode.
You're right.
Turn around, buddy.
Man with the it factor, Bobby Roode circles the cage, and the Cowboy right on it, up from behind. Storm on the attack. This is the months of pent-up frustration coming out here as Storm, he just couldn't wait any longer.
These guys definitely throwing bombs right away at each other. I'll tell you, I don't blame, oh my God, I don't blame James Storm at all. Guy's gonna walk around, even though he's the world champ, and make you wait till he gets in that cage. Go out and get him.
Steel steps, being positioned up. Storm's got something in mind here. Bringing the head of the world heavyweight champion right off the steel. We still haven't had the opening bell for this match. Still not officially underway.
Yeah, I don't think it matters to Storm at all.
Right. But Storm is setting the tone for this match once the bell does ring.
Well, it's smart. It's very smart by Cowboy James Storm. He is the challenger. He's going to set the pace. Spitting that beer right in the eyes, that stings and burns like hell. I know you've had that done to you a few times, Mike, in different areas and establishments.
Right here at the broadcast table, look out! Storm cracks the head of Roode.
Right there.
Here comes Storm right off the table. Elbow to the top of the head of Roode.
Got to get in the ring and
well, referee Earl Hebner's trying to direct champion and challenger towards the steel cage. Earl pleading with Storm to get inside the cage.
Little shots right there by the champion. Watch out, watch out. Oh, nice block.
And Roode able to stop and put on the brakes before he went into the cage that time.
Watch out here, look at this, look at this.
Guardrail, back first goes the champ. Storm relentless here on Roode again. And you said it earlier, it's so tough to blame James Storm after waiting for all these months to finally get his hands on Roode, who's trying to head up the entrance ramp, and Storm's right on him.
Well, yeah, definitely. Listen, James Storm's been put in this position here at the hands of Roode to become this combustible, just explosive animal out here, and the world champion is feeling the wrath right now of the Cowboy James Storm. We've been saying it all night. I mean, everything is just, it's a perfect opportunity here for the Cowboy. Right in his home state, right in Nashville, man, right here in his backyard. This is where the guy's from, man. Ooh.
Storm using a steel chair, tried to against Roode, who escaped and got out of the way. Roode with his hands on a beer bottle, the beer bottle that played such an important role in destroying the legacy, the friendship, the partnership between these two.
Oh, look at that. Look at Storm's head. Split wide open.
A bloody Storm after being put into the cage by Roode. But Roode just rocked him with that right hand.
Sure did, Mike. I mean, those are some heavy shots right to your left here. We're real close to this. Look at those blows.
And punch after punch right into the open wound.
Referee Earl Hebner trying to get this match into the ring, into the steel cage, but both men will not have it. All over the attack by Bobby Roode. Just been out of a violent one. There right there is Montgomery Gentry, and I believe that was It looked like that was James Storm's wife, Danny, so his wife's in attendance here.
Yeah, that's what we there.
Yeah,
that is James Storm's wife, Danny, at ringside, and of course,
oh my God,
Montgomery Gentry having to deal with the disrespect of Bobby Roode on Impact Wrestling as well. And now the opening bell, and officially we are underway again. Pin, submission, escape the cage. Your options to win this match.
Oh!
You saw the look in the eyes of Bobby Roode when he walked right in front of our broadcast table, Taz.
Oh, yeah.
Almost like a maniac.
He had a great observation, Mike. Bobby Roode definitely had a faraway look in those eyes, man. You know, he really just... This could be real bad here. We're seeing that we might be seeing the beginnings of something really bad for the challenger, James Storm, because of this attack, this violent attack by the World Heavyweight Champion.
Come on! You want me? Fight, you pussy!
Boy, going forward in this match, how about the effect that the loss of blood may have on James Storm?
Well, that remains to be seen. I mean, it definitely could, you know, it takes a lot to lose a lot of blood, but that could happen. You never know. That's a bad wound, man.
At the same time, how about the vision potentially being impaired, with the blood rolling down from his forehead into his eyes as Roode goes for the cover, and no.
That definitely is definitely something that's in favor for Bobby Roode. Because when that blood goes in your eyes, man, it stings like hell, and it just cakes up on your eyelids, and it gets tough to see, and it hurts. So that's a good point. So we'll see what happens here. But you could see the attack by Roode is all over that open wound of Storm, but Storm looks to be getting a little fired up here.
And fired up is what we see from Storm, daring Roode to hit him, and Storm answers harder each time. Then Roode strikes Storm back, series of blows to the side of the head.
It's a serious running elbow right there. Look at Bobby Roode.
Set back for Storm, watch the cover, no, just two.
Pinpoint accuracy by that man right there. His execution is perfection. Hence why he's the World Heavyweight Champion, man. I'm telling you, this Bobby Roode, he is legit as legit comes. And the challenger is in grave danger right now, man. He's split open bad.
Montgomery Gentry
Come on,
and Danny, the wife of Cowboy James Storm, looking on with concern from ringside as Roode continues the assault here. In terms of strategy for Bobby Roode, not only wanting to deal and dish out the punishment to Storm, but what he has to do, Taz, is be so aware of that deadly finishing move that James Storm brings, the last call super kick. He's got to stay out of the way of the last call.
I completely agree. Listen, everybody knows, it's very well documented, James Storm is capable of pulling that kick out of anywhere at any time in a match. He's done it time and time and time again. So, but I got to tell you right now, I think the last thing on anybody's mind is any offensive moves right now from James Storm, because James Storm, he's just getting worn out, buddy, right now by the champ. Worn out bad.
Storm on the receiving end of shot after shot from Roode, who hits into the corner, but Cowboy at the last second able to get the elbow up.
Oh. Here we go.
Wow. Clothesline, met Storm, follow pin for two.
That could have went either way. Both men just ran at each other like a couple of wild bulls, and it went towards the world champion Bobby Roode's side when he pulled up that clothesline. So look at the challenger, man. He is hurting.
We've seen the bursts of offense from Storm, but every time that he tries to execute, he's cut off and nailed with something by Roode, who now is taking the already bloody head. And just the way he positions the head right across the unforgiving steel cage as the blood continues to roll down the head of Storm into his eyes.
We've seen Bobby Roode, listen, past couple of months do
I never needed you.
some heinous, disgusting things in this ring. I mean, you can't put aside the man's athletic
I never
ability.
wanted you.
Never in question.
You know, but we saw it, you know, with Dixie Carter, with a TNA president, what we've seen him do,
You are nothing without me.
and Sting, what he's done to Sting, just, you know, he just crosses that line. That's what Bobby Roode does. He crosses that line, but he's...
You're nothing.
That's why it's so tough to respect him. I'm with you as far as him in terms of an in-ring competitor. Absolutely flawless, but it's the way that he acts.
You will never be anything, you son of a bitch.
Oh. Roode throwing everything at Storm. Punch after punch. The chops to the chest, sent into the side of the steel cage. And Storm fires up. Storm gonna try and take over. Manhandling Roode. Challenger, big overhand right.
Look at James Storm going wild, just wild and crazy redneck right now, all over the champion. Trying to run out. Looked like Bobby Roode was trying to get out of Dodge,
We saw
man.
his hand reach for the steel cage door to try and escape. Storm right on him. Full court press, won't let him escape the cage. Out of the corner, it's a big time back body drop.
James Storm's wife, Danny's smiling on, loving it. Proud of her husband.
Roode able to get the boot up in the corner as Storm came charging in, but Cowboy right back on him and rocked him with a right. A weary Challenger. Circles behind and doubles him over with the boot.
Oh, here we go, maybe. I think he's signaling for an eye of the
Gonna
storm.
try and take him up.
Eye of the storm might be coming here. Oh, couldn't get it. Couldn't get it. Slipped out. Champ slipped out. Nice back sweep.
And then the catapult sends Roode
God.
head first into the cage. Oh! Got the impact of that blow. Champion's head ringing off the side of the steel.
Well, it's a lot of emotion in this match. The two personalities and how close the bond and the friendship used to be. It's all just pouring out right here in the middle of the string for the world title.
And take him up again. Ooh. Sends him airborne. Eye of the storm. Stacks up the legs.
That close, man. That close to crowning the new world champion. Don't lose your focus now, Storm. Don't lose your focus. You got to stay on him. It's tough, though. Tough to do. When you come that close, Mike, and you don't get the victory.
There's that element of frustration that starts to set in, and maybe you lose that concentration and focus.
It's very hard to block that out, man. It's extremely hard. He's putting those punches, his knuckles, right into the open cut.
Oh, and then the spine buster hit out of nowhere. It's Roode on top. Champ covers. Whoa! Yes, both champion and challenger showing the effects this match of attrition to this point. So personal between these two, but so physical here inside the steel cage. Roode using the ropes just to keep himself up on his feet.
There we go. Oh, that was big right there.
Cowboy sidesteps. Oh! Caught him flush.
Looking good here.
Time.
Looking good.
2.
Got it. Oh! And another close one there. Another close one.
James Storm so close to closing the deal here in Nashville and becoming world heavyweight champion, but still life left in Roode, who now he's getting his face turn about fair play here, raked against the cage.
That's exactly it, and can't blame James Storm for that. Got to do what you got to do. Wasn't too long ago in this match that it was happening to him at the hands of Roode.
Oh. Desperation move by Roode, but how successful was that? Flinging him overhead, back body drop style, as Storm crashes against the cage.
Well, you could hear, you heard Storm's body driven into that steel cage, almost like a backdrop type thing, maneuver, I should say, that the World Heavyweight Champion Bobby Roode did there. Now will Roode crawl out of this thing and retain his championship? He's very close.
Headed to the cage door, which has been open. Feet have to touch down on the floor.
Not that easy, my friend. Cowboy's not gonna let you go away that quick.
Storm has other thoughts. Hooked onto the legs. Got Roode around the ankle. As Storm tries to and successfully does, pull the champ back inside.
Oh, nice, look at that. Fujiwara armbar into that crossface. Well done by the world champion.
Check out the ring positioning.
Right in the middle.
It couldn't be better. Dead center in the middle.
Both men, blood pouring out of their faces and heads. Beautiful submission hold by the world champion. Can the challenger survive this?
Submission hold applied, and the referee's right there to see if Storm is going to tap.
Quit, you loser! Quit!
He's got the arm seized at the same time. He's trying to get the neck of Storm tilted back even further, cranking on it.
Bleeding bad, but I think Roode might be bleeding a little worse. They're both bleeding bad. There's that roll through. He's got a counter. He's got a pin. Oh, he had the pin.
But fortunately,
momentum, his body
Storm,
weight.
they both roll towards the ropes, and the break from the referee stops that pin attempt. You're right, the way that Storm is going to try and position him back for the 3 count, but momentum sent him towards the ropes.
Well, see, that hold does not have to be on long to do damage. You saw the challenger, Cowboy James Storm, grabbing at his bicep. So you could have some damage in there, you never know. Crossface is a nasty hold.
We'll see the effects of that crossface over the course of the balance of this match.
I have to tell you, the challenger don't look too good right now, buddy. He's spaghetti-legged.
You're right, still feeling the effects of the submission. Boy, tough for Roode, even with the loss of blood, and how weary and dazed Storm was just to get him positioned up there on top.
Dangerous spot right here for both men.
Oh, now what? Both.
Oh my God.
Storm and Roode up on top.
Might be going for some kind of a superplex up there, super duper plex.
Storm tries to fight it off. Effective rights driven into the midsection. Both men exchanging.
Throwing bombs up there, Mike. Throwing some heavy shots. Ooh. Oh, the back of his head. Oh my God.
And Storm just crumbles in the corner. Only thing that's holding Storm up at this point is the side of the cage.
Look at this, he's using his body. Bobby Roode is using James Storm's body to climb out.
Just to boost himself up to the top of the cage.
I never seen nothing like that, man. How disrespectful was that?
Free leg used to kick Storm away. Roode up on top.
Oh, that's it. He's going to retain his title.
Way down the side of the cage and keep the title. Storm in pursuit. Storm hanging onto the head of Roode.
This is dangerous, Mike. Very dangerous, right above our heads here. Roode is straddling the top of that cage, and he's just ramming Storm's face into the cage. That's a big plus right there for the Cowboy to get the world champion back into the cage. Keeps his opportunity alive.
They continue to throw everything at each other. These shots, one after the other, coming from both Roode and Storm, and again the cage comes into play.
Uh-oh, watch this. Bam! Wow.
Oh, the blood just flying all around ringside each time that they take the heads and ram them against the side of the steel. God, how much do they have left, Taz?
I don't know. This is gruesome. I mean, really, this is just complete barbaric. Who can outdo each other? It's just insane.
Oh. Shows both the importance of this match as well as the personal disdain that both men have for each other.
Here we go. Cowboy's gonna do it, baby. I think I was wrong and you were right.
Storm.
Or maybe not. Wait a minute. What's he waiting on? What's he doing?
Storm had the opportunity to climb, it looked like, over the top of the cage, turned around, made eye contact with the champ. Roode flipped him off from the mat, caught the attention of Storm.
Oh! Oh my God!
Get that leg warmed up. Cowboy, just one last call, just one super kick away from taking the gold.
Champ's gonna get his lights put out right now.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh! Roode took the referee, Brian Hebner, put him right in the line of the last call super kick, and the referee's been knocked out.
Referee caught every inch of that kick, man. Ref is done out. We need another ref out here or something.
Well, we have Earl Hebner, who was in charge of the cage door outside. Earl opening the cage door for Roode, who's
he's gonna win the match.
Walk right out of the steel cage, touch down on the floor, and keep his title right here. He just told Earl Hebner, give me the beer bottle.
Well, again, there's really no rules on this thing. You can't blame the referee, but what the hell is Roode gonna do here? Oh my God.
Look out. Oh God. Beer bottle smashed over the head. Glass flies all over the ring. And just like we saw on November the 3rd, the beer bottle that ruined the legacy of beer money and the friendship will enable Roode to cover. Hebner counts 2. Oh God.
How the hell did he do that?
You gotta be kidding.
He's beside himself. Bobby Roode's beside himself. I don't blame him.
Roode can't believe it. He thought he had him. He knocked him out with the beer bottle again. But amazingly, the never say die attitude of James Storm.
Oh my God!
Nobody saw that one coming, let alone Bobby Roode. Storm connects. Got to cover him here and win the title.
He can't capitalize. James Storm's beat up.
He put everything into that kick.
He sure did. Just think about the outfits that's been put on. He's got cracked with a bottle over his head, man.
Storm leaving it all out there. Lines him up again. Last call again. Oh my God!
Oh, wait.
The super kick, the last punch that sent him right through the cage door.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, and still heavyweight champion of the world, Bobby Roode.
These claims about protection by TNA management, they ring hollow to me, because now, Don, all the talking, all the posturing, it's history. It's time to prove who's the best. What better way to do that than a 30-minute Iron Man match?
Think about it, Mike, because I'm listening to you going over all of AJ's accomplishments. He's not only done everything in TNA, including win Mr. TNA, he's done them all twice. Heavyweight championship, tag team championships, X Division championships 4 times. The guy's just good. Has it ever occurred to Christopher Daniels that he's just good?
This this is the chance here for Daniels to prove to the world that he can really fuel that jealousy that he has. He can prove the claim that he is the most talented man in the X Division, and at the same time, he could become X Division champion for the first time.
Mike, I gotta ask you, what is the strategy here? Because you have no choice. You've gotta go 30 minutes. Most pinfalls or submissions in that time period wins this match. So how do you pace yourself? Obviously, these guys aren't worried about pacing themselves. They came out like Hagler and Hearns, the way they come out at each other. What is the strategy?
Well, you know, Daniels told us on Impact he would have absolutely no problem going the 30 minutes of the Iron Man rules. But Don, I think at the same time, the mental aspect of this match, it tells me that it would be so important to get that first fall, to prove something to your opponent. And really, at that time, once you go up 1-0, then you can change your strategy. It's going to be interesting to see who gets the first fall in this match.
Just think if you could be lucky enough to get like a 2-fall edge or a 3-fall edge, then I think you almost have to go into kind of a stall. I mean, the X Division
Quick roll up.
on the line. Wow, that was almost #1 right there. AJ's got him!
Rolls through and gets just a 2 count from referee Thomas. Another quick roll up by Styles and yet another 2 count.
I'll tell you what, I know how you think of AJ Styles. I know how I think of AJ Styles. You cannot do anything but respect him, but we also have an incredible respect for the fallen angel, Christopher Daniels. This guy is one phenomenal athlete. I've always called him the greatest athlete that's not won the X Division. And this is his chance finally. He might fight a little dirty sometimes, but I'll tell you something. He is so good, he's so crisp, he's so clean and fluid.
And so smart.
Thank you.
Daniels in his early 30s, 12 years as a pro. Styles in his mid.
Oh
my
God,
God!
by AJ!
I was just going to mention that Daniels has twice the experience of Styles, and right in mid-sentence, AJ unleashes one of the fiercest drop kicks I've seen.
Boy, he just didn't hold out at all. Oh, look at this, AJ! Right off of the ring apron, Hurricane runs him into the concrete floor.
Comes running right off the apron, darts off in one move, hits the Hurricane Rana on Daniels.
Oh, that was unbelievable. We gotta see that again. Well, if we have a chance, I don't know if these guys are gonna give us much opportunity for replays.
Yeah, we don't want to miss something important live, guys, on the truck. Let's see what happens here. Exchange of chops on the arena floor.
Ooh, nice elbow right there by Daniels, and a follow-up one by Styles.
Oh, what a forearm shot that was. Stiff shots from both champion and challenger.
We see this thing culminating the entire month. Every time on Impact, these two, they couldn't keep their hands off each other. And obviously the hatred that Christopher Daniels feels for AJ, he feels that AJ gets favoritism. The reason that he feels that way, or the reason that people see it that way, is because AJ is so good. He wins so often. He's held so many titles. Well, if you want to be the best, you got to beat the best, and that's what the Fallen Angels got to do tonight. Oh, nice flip.
Deep arm drag by the X Division champion Styles. Opportunity here to neutralize the challenger. At the same time, catch your breath and formulate strategy. But what have we said about AJ through the years, Don? Is there anyone better at reacting instinctively on their feet?
No, I'll tell you what, it's amazing. We'll see him do some things that you feel like he's done. He's down and out, and all of a sudden, he'll find a way to turn the momentum, turn the tide, and nobody sees it happening as you see right here. They are just going back and forth and back and forth.
Side head scissors applied by Daniels, using his leg strength.
Look how he's smacking his leg right there to apply a little bit more pressure down there onto the neck.
You would think long term, it would really be to your advantage.
Oh, did you see that by AJ?
I did. Springs up to his feet and answers with an arm drag. You would think that one of your strategies has to be to try and take the wind away from your opponent in a match that's scheduled for 30 minutes, Don. Once this thing gets past the 20-minute mark, and again, this is Iron Man rules. 30-minute time limit, bottom line, most falls in that 30 minutes. Walks away the champion as you see the clock back on the screen as we go under 25 minutes.
Think about the action we've already seen, and it's only been 5 minutes. These guys have got to go 30, and there's not been a pinfall yet. You mentioned it earlier, Mike. Somebody needs to get one quickly, because that just gives you such a great advantage. It starts to get into the mind of the other one, too, if the time's running out. But there's still plenty of time. You've got to pick your spots. You don't want to go for something and miss it and give a pin to the other guy.
It's really something you have to think about in terms of using a high-risk move. because if you do not connect on a move, and you're right, if you give your opponent a pin or a submission win, you're really behind it right from the start, down 1-zip.
The last thing you want to do is give up a pin on a quick roll-up, somewhere they just catch you off guard. But these guys are so good, it's just hard to believe that could happen.
A pair of kicks to the side of the head by Styles.
Ooh, right to the back. Oh, look at this.
Drilled him in with another kick and then goes right back for the cover. And this is very wise strategy by Styles. Why not go for that pin?
Oh, he's gone for 3 of them right in a row. He feels like one of these he might get. One of these is going to stick. I mean, Daniels has got to be concentrating on making sure he keeps getting that shoulder up. And look at what AJ's doing, pulling on the arm, just taking the arm and pulling it out of the shoulder socket right there.
Yeah, trying to hyperextend the elbow at the same time as well as work on the shoulder. Armbar applied here by Styles.
I mean, think about what AJ's doing. It's a smart move. I mean, who's going to go 30 minutes if their shoulders separated? I mean, that's not a bad strategy.
Daniels fights out of the hammerlock, series of elbows. Oh, what a forearm smash, but you can see him favoring the arm.
Yep, he sure did. He took that shoulder and, man, he just yanked on it. It cost him right there. He's going to have to figure out a way to block that out. You can see him. Man, he is. He's grabbing that elbow.
Another arm drag by Styles sends Daniels out to the floor. Watch AJ fly.
Here he comes. Oh, he goes
man.
through. He went right through the ropes and just kicks him and nails him right into the concrete floor. Unreal.
Another stiff drop kick by Styles right into the face of Daniels.
What's he going to do right here?
Look out from the top.
Oh.
Rethinks things.
Well, if it doesn't work, you just don't do it. Oh, man.
Maybe on second thought you do.
I'll tell you what, it was almost like Daniels was daring him. Just daring him, and AJ said, all right, I'll do it anyway. Let's see if we can see that again, how high he gets up right here. And he's coming down from so high that you knew, no matter what, it was going to cost Daniels.
Watch the spring, quickly to the top, and then look at the contact. Well, you're right, he went way up into the lights, and then hit him with the cross-body block.
I think it could almost look like Daniels was going to try to catch him and fling him back. And at the last moment, AJ just kind of gave that little elbow a little flip.
Oh, we're back live.
Oh,
man, did you see what happened there? Did you see that? AJ was going to go for a slingshot or springboard move, I'm not sure which. But Daniels positioned the referee, Andrew Thomas, in his path. At that time, Styles had to rethink the move. And that momentary delay and distraction allowed Daniels to do the punishment.
Well, that's what we're talking about. We talked about how AJ thinks on his feet. Obviously, Christopher Daniels has that same ability. And now, when he shot him into that rail, now you see AJ is reeling. AJ's mind is cloudy right here, and Christopher Daniels is going to take advantage of it.
Yeah, notice the strategy here that we're seeing
the
by
elbow.
Daniels.
Look at the elbow,
He's favoring it. But did you notice what he was working on? The ribs and the midsection of Styles.
Ooh,
and
yeah, there it is again.
Really double effect when you work on the ribs of AJ. Number one, you take away his win, and number two, you might set him up for the Angel's wings.
Oh, look at that, and there he is, applying the pressure again, Mike, good call. As that's exactly what he's doing, he's focusing on that. And, I mean, it's good strategy. AJ did it, working on the elbow. He's doing it, working on the ribs. You got 30 minutes out there. You got to figure out a way to get the advantage in your favor.
First, it was the shoulder blocks in the corner. Then the series of knees to the chest. Measures Styles and drills him right in the back. Big clubbing blow.
Well, you can get the ribs on the backside, too. Think about it. He's wanting to get him bruised on every side of his body right here. Oh, look at that. Just
see there, he opens him up. It's so easy for him to drive that knee into the ribs as we approach the 20-minute mark. What a knee to the midsection that time.
This is exactly what Christopher Daniels needed, and you can see AJ. I mean, think about it. We're just caught up in this match, but they've just gone 10 minutes right there. And they've got 20 more to go.
2 and no.
I mean, the last time these two were in the ring together here at TNA, it was a 10-minute match where Christopher Daniels challenged him.
Well, you're right, Don. It was on that Impact broadcast. He got into the mind of AJ.
And remember how tired they were after that? They've got to do that like 2 more times.
Daniels survived that 10-minute match and was able to get this title shot from the Director of Authority, Dusty Rhodes. But look at the landing. Where did he land? Right on those ribs.
Yes, he did. And I'm going to tell you something. The wind has got to be out of him when your ribs are hurting like that. And who knows, they might be cracked. definitely bruised. Every time you breathe, as he nails his shoulder right into him again, every time you breathe, it's like a knife going through your body.
How many times have you heard athletes and wrestlers talk about that fact? Just trying to compete with that, with a broken rib. Off the ropes, Daniels cover, no.
The only thing that saved AJ Styles that time was that Daniels didn't catch the ropes clean, because he would have got a pin right there, because he'd have had a lot more force and a lot more momentum. AJ's got to consider himself lucky.
Daniels cranking on the neck of AJ while at the same time having his knee positioned across his stomach and across his ribs. AJ gonna try and get back up to a vertical base. He gets up to one knee, met by a knee from Daniels. Champion shot off into the ropes.
Ooh, nice kick right there by AJ. Oh, that's what you do. I'll tell you something, Daniels was in such control. It was almost just, you felt like, is AJ going to be able to turn this around? And man, he just did.
The telegraph of the back body drop by Daniels, it really hurt him because it enabled Styles to connect first with the kick and then with the clothesline as we take another look.
Look at that, there he sets him up with the kick, and now wham, wow, just sets him right down to the mat, and I mean, that was vicious. Think about the force of Daniels' head hitting the man, look at that! Now AJ Styles has just shown him the repertoire.
Spin kick connects. AJ trying to catch his breath off the ropes. Springs off the middle of that
look how
and
good he is.
Drops him down, inverted DDT. Here's the pin attempt, here's two, and no! Still no falls in the match, Don.
You know, think about it. I didn't know how this was gonna go. I thought there might be 5 or 6 right there. As we think about the time that's remaining, there's gotta be about, what, 17 minutes?
In that neighborhood, I would think 17, 18 minutes.
Left
elevated suplex here. Oh, man! Dropped him down, pin, legs hook, 2, and no!
Did he get it? No!
Powered out. Daniels used his leg strength that time, dug down deep, and powered out at 2.
I'll tell you something there. 13 minutes these guys have already gone. And I don't think these two have ever been in a match, well, ever been in more than a couple matches that have gone over 13 minutes without one of them winning with a pin. And neither one of them has gotten a pin on the other one.
Forearm shot by Daniels, but Styles...
Oh, man, what a shot by AJ.
Answers with a backdrop suplex. AJ still trying to regroup here, though. Doesn't even go for a pin attempt. He's been worn down from all of the offensive attack directed towards the ribs by the fallen angel.
Think about this. AJ's in pain every time he breathes. Christopher Daniels has that elbow. Every time he uses it, he has to feel the twinge in that.
It's all about proving that you are the Iron Man.
Good point.
Because you can survive and thrive in a 30-minute time limit match.
Oh, what a shot right there by Daniels, and he gives him another one.
AJ, precarious position up on top. Can he follow up those forearms by trying to superplex him back in?
Think about that. You're also trying to get your balance up there. You've already been going for 14 minutes or whatnot, and it's hard to keep your balance. That's why we've seen them slip. But AJ's got his balance there. Oh! And did Daniels get the knees up? Yes, he did.
And where did he connect?
Right into the rib.
AJ goes top rope 450. But Daniels was prepared, and
There it is!
Angels wins. Could this be it? Rolls him over, Styles
One,
through.
2, he's got one!
He did it, he got the first fall. Now think, Don, think how this mentally affects Styles as we see the scoreboard at the bottom of the screen illustrating that Daniels takes a 1-0 lead. Let's take another look at the first fall, Don.
Look at that, and there he gets the knees up just in time, and that allowed him to hit the Angel's wings right here, and oh, was that vicious? As he spins him over right now, and oh man, Daniels almost got a second pin right there.
Yeah, now as we come back live,
We need to see the clock right here to see where we're at.
think of the strategy involved in this match, Don.
There
As
it
we
is.
see the clock winding down to the halfway point as we approach 15 minutes left.
Think about this, we've only gone halfway through this match.
Did the strategies of the wrestlers change here, Don? Because I think so. Mentally, I think Daniels, his confidence level rises. AJ at the same time, you can't go into desperation mode yet, but you have to realize that you're down 1-0.
Well, think about this too, Mike. If Christopher Daniels finds a way to go up 2-0, then it's gonna start playing into the mind of AJ Styles, because he can't just worry about getting 1 to tie. He's got to get 2 to tie and 3 to win. And I don't know that anybody can do that right now with the way these guys are going.
Boy, a 2-fall lead under these circumstances. It might be insurmountable with the clock winding down as we approach the 14-minute mark.
I'm gonna tell you, it wouldn't surprise me right now to see Christopher Daniels take advantage every chance he can to get the burn off some clock. Oh, the ribs have just got to be wore out by AJ.
Unique move by Daniels. He points, obviously, to where his wristwatch would be, knowing that the time is winding down. Pin attempt and another near fall, another 2 count for the challenger.
AJ Styles fights it off, and I'll tell you something, as we've gone through 14 minutes of this match.
How about 16?
I'm sorry, 16 minutes of this match, 14 to go.
And now shot off into the Daniels,
nice
able to land on his feet.
Oh, but AJ gets a hold of him.
Elevated him with a back body drop.
AJ has got to get a pin. He's got to tie things up here. If he does, it will completely change his strategy. But look at this, he can't even breathe. Oh, look at the counter right there. I'm telling you, Daniels pulling on the neck, pulling on the ribs. I mean, look at it. Extending him back.
It's a basic move, the abdominal stretch. But you add into the fact that he's cranking on the neck of Styles, and at the same time, think of the pain that's been inflicted on the ribs of the champion to this point, and it makes a move like the abdominal stretch doubly or triply effective.
And think about this, if he can get AJ Styles to submit right here, he takes a 2-0 lead.
And that would be an uphill mountain for the champ to climb. Repeated shots out of the abdominal stretch into the exposed ribs of Styles.
I'll tell you what, I'm not going to give it to Daniels yet, because we know what AJ Styles can do. We've seen it so many times. But let me tell you something, the time is ticking away. You don't get a chance to call a timeout here.
Hip toss takeover by Styles.
Oh, it's amazing that he can even find the strength to do that,
You can see it hurt him, though.
Oh, absolutely.
Just using that effort.
Oh, nice one right there by Daniels. Everything these guys are doing right now hurts.
Dropped him. Rips
1,
across the
2,
ropes, and
did he get it? No.
Just 2.
Oh, you can see Daniels knows what that would have meant. 18 minutes, he's gone through this. He's got a 1-0 lead. 12 minutes to go.
The strategy employed by the challenger, the fallen angel Christopher Daniels, it's been picture perfect to this point. And you saw Daniels look up at the big screen here on one of the sides of the impact zone and realizes that we are under 12 minutes in this 30-minute Iron Man match. Most falls wins. Daniels up 1 zip and again elevates him, drops him down, knee right into the ribs and the pin, and no.
I'll tell you what, it's just relentless. He's going for those ribs every single time. He's not only just trying to beat AJ Styles, he's trying to put him out of TNA. He's trying to keep him from being back in that ring for months, because I'm going to tell you something. If the damage is as extensive as it looks on AJ's face, there's no telling what's happening out there.
Styles lands on his
feet. You got to be kidding.
Handspring, back elbow connects.
Then again, AJ Styles does the unthinkable. We've never seen, when was the last time we saw him do that?
Boy, what a move that was. I don't know, but we're gonna get another look at it.
Look at this. Oh, man.
Right on target, too.
And no way Daniels could see it coming.
Daniels, however, first man up to his feet.
Oh.
AJ fighting it off.
Ooh, nice kick, because he's going to have to just get some fire.
That one rocked him.
It did.
The first 2 shocked him to the legs, but then that one to the side of the head.
No, right on the knee.
God.
This is his chance. You got to turn around and pin him if you want to tie it up.
And here he goes. Count 2.
No, he fights it off.
Wow. The challenger came to against all odds, more prepared, Don, than I think we've ever seen anyone in an X Division Challenger's Roll springboard.
Oh, man, and he came off the ropes right there. No wonder he can keep his balance.
Flying forearm leads to
1, 2. No! Daniels just able to get the shoulder up.
What does the clock say? We're approaching the final 1/3 of this match. JB's going to announce it as we go under 10 minutes in the Iron Man X Division title bout.
Oh, man, the crowd now sensing that something is about to happen right here. Christopher Daniels, somebody that everybody's talked about, about how good he is, how talented he is, but there's only been one thing in his way, and that's the phenomenal AJ Styles.
We saw this move earlier by Styles. Now Daniels
One,
and gets
two.
through and
Daniels not able to get the pin
would
right
that
there.
have been big?
I mean,
Could you imagine
now.
inside 10 minutes to go up 2-zip? Daniels in the lead. 1 fall to none.
What is going through their minds right now?
I'm thinking that AJ at this point has got to be almost on the verge of pulling out all the stops.
Well, that was unreal. That's it. 2. He's gonna. AJ able to kick out. Did you see him get that shoulder up? No way.
That great move by Daniels, that Blue Thunder driver as he drove him down into the power bomb. But no, AJ able to avoid the pin and kick out at 2 as we're under 9 minutes. Suplex attempt by Daniels, blocked by Styles. He won't let him take him over. As much as Daniels tries to power him over, AJ instead answers, but Daniels lands on his feet miraculously.
And gives him a nice back shot. Oh, he hit him with the Pele! Out of nowhere, the Pele! How does he even got the strength to do it?
Daniels is knocked out, but AJ at the same time, he connected with the desperation.
We gotta see
move,
that!
But he's unable to regroup and go for the pin. And, that may be a big part of this match.
Watch this, there's just no way! Is that a thing of beauty or what?
You can watch,
wow.
You can watch tapes, you can plan, you can strategize all you want, but when AJ pulls out a move like that out of nowhere, it's almost impossible to defend it. Mid-ring forearm shot by Styles, and then another one.
You just never see it coming.
We're under 8 minutes.
Look at this, he's got desperation here. He's gotta get a pin.
Rapid fire forearm shots by Styles. Has Daniels down to a knee. AJ off the ropes. Gonna take him out. Dropped him down out of the fireman's carry.
A lot of people, I think, thought this thing might be like 6-5 or 5-4. Can you imagine there's only been one pin in this match?
Is he gonna go for the BME?
Oh, he's going for the best moonsault ever. And he land on his feet. You gotta be kidding.
German suplex by Styles. Maintains his grip. Takes him up. Daniels lands on his feet again.
I'll tell you
Shot
what.
to the back and...
If you're not impressed with both of these great athletes, then you don't have a soul. Nice kick right there by AJ. And he hits it with the Angel's Wing.
He just used his own move. Can he beat him with his own move?
2. No, he get it up.
No, was it 2?
2, he didn't get it. Come on. That was 3 and the crowd watched 3.
How much closer can you get? He was on the verge of beating Daniels with his own Angel's Wings finisher.
Oh, man. Well, that's what you got to do, though. You scout the other guy. You know everything about him.
And if that wasn't 3, it was 2 9/10.
I don't know on that.
Crowd at the impact zone.
I give Andrew Thomas
on their
credit.
feet. Many people here standing out of, I think, appreciation for these 2 incredible athletes who are putting it all on the line.
He's gonna try to get a Styles clay. No way, Daniel's not gonna let him do it.
Maybe Styles really there shouldn't have postured and played to the crowd with the Styles clash, because that enabled Daniels to just drive him right into the corner turnbuckles.
AJ's hurting. He's got no wind.
And Don, we're approaching 6 minutes.
Look at AJ.
Roll up. This
Here he
could be
1, 2. AJ just tied it up.
He just did it. 1 fall apiece as we go under 6 minutes. Wow.
Unbelievable. Now that changes everything.
Whole complexion of the match changes at this point.
Look at Daniels. He's saying, come on, I got it up.
Did
man.
you hear that?
He just knocked him right through the ropes.
The impact of that shot to the back by Daniels. It sent Styles flying, and he went all the way out to the floor.
As we see 5 minutes left in the match. A little over 5 minutes.
Daniels now drops down as well, headed over to the broadcast table. Wait a minute.
What's he doing? He's right here.
He's got the X Division title belt.
There's
That's
5
AJ's
minutes
belt.
left.
He said, that's my belt.
Oh
my God!
He
went head first right into the steel.
He just creamed him into there. And you can see the 10-second count. He gets back into the ring.
Look at, I don't know if we can get a close-up of this, but I think AJ's been busted. He's been busted. busted wide open. Look at his forehead.
There it is.
He threw him headfirst right into the steel. Unprotected steel.
He sure did. He caught him, and he caught right onto the corner of that pole.
And he split him wide open.
Oh, folks, this is just taking another twist. AJ Styles is dizzy. He's reeling. Daniels has got to get him back in that ring.
And we're approaching the 4.5-minute mark of this
look
Iron
at
Man
that.
rules match as the blood flows down the face of the X Division champ.
Take the little children out of the room, folks. This has just gotten bloody.
Daniels realizes that you can't beat him out on the floor. You got to get him back into the ring and get the pin.
Oh, he knows it. He knows how close it is. AJ Styles just had his bell rung. He's completely discombobulated. I mean, he doesn't even know where he is.
And we go under 4 minutes. Pin attempt.
One,
Here's two.
Oh, somehow he gets a
How did he do it?
up. No, I don't know.
Did you see?
Oh, look at this. Just smacking him right there where he busted him open.
Shot after shot to the top of the head. The challenger, Christopher Daniels, in a 1-1 situation, tied with AJ Styles. The X Division title goes to the winner of this Iron Man match. Whoever gets the most falls in the 30 minutes. The headbutt, again, right into the open wound.
3 minutes and 24 seconds,
God.
and he just headbutts him one after another. Oh, he knows he's got him where he wants him, but he better be careful of the clock.
The repeated offensive attack to the ribs, it winded Styles early, but now the loss of blood is something we have to take into consideration as well.
Oh, I've respected everything that Christopher Daniels has done in this match. I really have. These guys have been warriors, but I just think that's a little cheap right now.
Under 3 minutes, Don.
Look at that, licking his, see that?
He used a closed fist. He drove it right into the open wound, and then he licked the blood off of his knuckles.
Well, there's no way referee Andrew Thomas is going to disqualify him after 27.5 minutes. There's just no way.
Let them decide it. Let the two wrestlers decide it. Let's not have a referee call for a disqualification. AJ in trouble, barely able to stay.
Oh, look at, did you see that? He just was, he was.
STO leads to
Did he get it?
No, only 2.
How did AJ kick out of that?
I'm not sure.
He looked like a deer caught in the headlights when Daniels hit him. That was instinct. That was just gut reaction.
AJ has to use the ring ropes even to get up to his feet at this point.
Oh, man, vicious
headbutt. That was the word I was using at the same time. As we go under 2 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. 2 minutes remain.
He's just trying to knock the life out of him so he can get a quick pin. Oh, Christopher Daniels in total control. There it is.
Pin.
1, 2.
No!
Wow, man.
Every time that he headbutts AJ, the blood just flies all over the ring.
I mean, AJ's got to hang on any way that he can. And look at that, he's just bleeding like a stuck pig.
And Daniels, as we go under 1.5 minutes.
Think about this. What if the referee
Is he gonna go
stops
for
this?
Angel's wings here?
Oh, he's got to. Wait a minute. What's he trying? Oh, yes, he is.
Angel's wings attempt.
Oh, look at AJ.
AJ's out. He can't even bring him up to his feet.
AJ's fighting for everything he's got right here. He knows that he's got to hold on. AJ knows he's not going to get a pin here.
We're under 1 minute.
He's got, oh, wait a minute. Look at this. As he starts fighting back.
Forearms leads to punches. Right hands to the head. AJ off the ropes.
Oh, what a shot by, here it is.
Oh no! He's got him hooked in the clutch! The Koji clutch! The many years that Daniels has spent in Japan! A move that was originated by the Japanese wrestler Koji Kanemoto!
And the blood's spurting out even more!
It's a variation of the sleeper! It's a sleeper type move, Don! It takes away your win, but you can see the blood squirting out! We're under 15 seconds!
Can he hold on?
AJ!
12 seconds! 10!
Fight
9!
AJ!
8! Look at this! 5! 4! 3! 2!
Is AJ out?
1!
What do we got here?
What's going on?
Well, it's one. It's one fall apiece, Don. You see referee Thomas says no.
Well, Daniels is claiming that it's got to be submission right there.
AJ didn't tap. That's what referee Thomas is saying.
Well, but if you're going to make a decision, what other decision can you make?
Well, what are we going to do here? What do we have? I guess we have a draw. It's a
wait a
title
minute.
draw. That's it.
No, no, no.
One fall apiece. And in the draw, the title goes back to the champion, AJ.
Roode, I want sudden death. I had AJ Styles beat.
He's calling out the director of authority.
Dusty. Don't protect AJ anymore.
You want to see sudden death?
Oh!
Well, you got it! Sudden death it is!
I think
right
that's
now.
unanimous. Turn him loose, Dream.
I'll tell you what, we might see death, period. AJ Styles is dead on his feet. But you gotta respect Dusty Rhodes.
Guys in the truck, there's no need to put up a clock. It's sudden death. Next fall wins it. Next fall,
AJ
whoever scores it walks out of the impact zone and walks out of Against All Odds as the X Division champ.
Think about it, AJ had to figure it was over. He had to figure a draw stayed to the champion. He had to figure he did everything he could because Daniels didn't take the title from him. And now he's out there
Pin.
defenseless.
Pin 2.
It's over.
No, it
he's
isn't.
come out, kicks out. Unbelievable.
Don't ever count out the phenomenal AJ Styles. No matter how much he's been weakened by the attack to the ribs, by the high impact moves, and by the loss of blood, AJ's still fighting through.
Oh, I'll tell you what, this is all Daniels, though. AJ is just dead on his feet. I know I just said that a minute ago, but I don't know any other way to describe it. He can't even keep his balance on the ropes. He's lost blood. His ribs have got to be absolutely like mush. And look at Daniels.
High risk position. And
oh, AJ, what a counter!
he went for the Hurricane Rana from the top of Super Hurricane.
And then he hits it!
AJ
wait a-
instead, quick roll up.
Is he going for the clash?
If he's got enough strength, if he's got enough power, dig down deep,
Here he
AJ.
goes! Where he hits it!
Styles
No way!
roll over and pin him.
1, 2, AJ's got it!
How about that?
Superhuman effort! That was a superhuman effort! There is no way. I think Daniels got a little greedy. He got a little greedy.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your Bound for Glory main event of the evening. It is for the Impact World Championship. It is step for one fall when the bell rings. Your referee, Daniel Spencer. Introducing first to my right, he is the challenger from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, the walking weapon, Josh Alexander. His opponent, to my left, from Detroit, Michigan, he is the reigning and defending Impact World Champion, Shelley.
Tom, as we get set for this huge main event, I'm getting a little bit of inverted, twisted deja vu as we stand here in this building in Chicago. The Impact World title on the line. Josh Alexander and Alex Shelley competing for it. But the circumstances have switched from over a year ago.
Over a year ago at the Emergence event, it was the first time ever Alex Shelley had ever challenged for this, the Impact World Championship. He came up short to Josh Alexander, as I just detailed. So many did. No issue with that whatsoever, but it fueled Shelley to move forward and finally capture that title against Steve Macklin earlier on this year at the Against All Odds event. Since then, he has proved to be a fantastic Impact World Champion, but the outside noise from people not named Josh Alexander, by the way. Josh Alexander continues to endorse Alex Shelley as the world champion and recognize him as such, but has been on the record and say, listen, you gotta beat me. I was never beaten for the Impact World Championship. Shelley wants to prove something to himself
and to the world tonight. He's got to beat Alexander to settle those voices in his head.
And here's the thing, on paper, you might be correct. Alexander has been out loud saying, yes, no, of course, Alex Shelley is a deserving world champion. You know, he's honorable and this, that. Respect Alex Shelley. I consider myself pretty good at reading people and reading between the lines, and I think there has been a little bit of looking past Alex Shelley and feeling like, yes, that is my world title to be given back, to be taken back at the very least, and that somebody else has just been merely holding on to it until I come back.
I think there is certainly an element of that pride in Josh Alexander that, yes, no matter what, I'm going to come back and I'm going to win the Impact World Championship. But Josh Alexander has an immense amount of respect for Alex Shelley. I do not think for 1 second Alexander is underestimating Shelley coming into this, the main event of the biggest event of the year for Impact, bound for glory and challenging for the Impact World Championship.
He better not, because you know Alex Shelley's coming in here in absolutely excellent condition. You heard him in his own words, that match from Emergence last year. Alex Shelley's a different person now than he was then. So is Josh Alexander, to be fair.
And look at this, going after the left arm here. The crossface there amongst the ropes. Shelley using the bulk of the 5 count here. That surgically repaired left triceps for Josh Alexander, you've got to keep an eye on.
I was just going to say, Josh Alexander indeed is a different person than he was at Emergence.
Wait a minute, what's the C4 spike early on here?
Shell shock.
Going for shell shock. And again, back to the arm. Alexander thinking about the ankle. The ankle lock, and Shelley gets to the bottom rope.
Tit for tat here at the start of this contest, but as I was saying, Josh Alexander is a very different person because he's added another injury to the list of things he's been through in his illustrious career. We've talked about his neck. We now add that triceps to the situation. Alex Shelley knows that. He knows how to break all of that down. Probably better than anybody in the game today.
Count of 6 here from the official. Yes, we are indeed on the champion's time. Champion's advantage to Alex Shelley. Title can only change hands via pinfall or submission in the ring. Shelley knows he's got to defeat Alexander to prove it to himself.
You know what else Alex Shelley knows? He knows Josh Alexander. One of Josh Alexander's Achilles heels is his emotions, the emotion of the moment. He can get a hot head, a full head of steam, and that can be the downfall of Josh Alexander in the right situation.
And here's the thing, harkening back to the matchup last year at Emergence, Shelley spent much of that match targeting Alexander's arm. That ultimately proved unsuccessful, but it did pay dividends in that it made it difficult for Josh Alexander to go for the C4 spike. Alexander had to get extremely creative with his grip in order to hit the C4 spike and even put away Shelley. So now you throw in that Alexander's torn his triceps since then. There's a huge bullseye on that.
And we've already seen that same situation arise in matches since Josh Alexander's return.
Yes.
When he's gone to hook in that C4 spike, when he's gone in to hook in different things, and people have worked on that arm, they've attacked that arm.
It was tweaked at Emergence by Steve Macklin. Macklin went after it again at Victory Road.
Right now, though, the walking weapon was trying there for a moment to squeeze on the breath of rope there of Shelley, but hot damn, what I tell you, already looking to pick apart that left arm of the walking weapon.
Again, goes back to the arm. Trying to pull back on the right arm here.
I got the left arm twisted and trapped, like a hammerlock, using his leg there, and now breaking down the finger.
Oh, the small joint manipulation here.
Shades of some of your favorite world of sport British catch wrestlers out there. It's the education of Alex Shelley. Look at this.
Shoulders down here on Alexander, able to kick out there. Really favoring the left arm.
Already, we are not even that deep into this match.
And Shelley's got to be careful. You talked about Alexander's emotions could get the better of him. Same thing with Alex Shelley. To a degree, these guys are like looking in a mirror personality-wise.
Salty Shelley does like to come out, especially when it's all on the line.
Two competitors competitors of the highest caliber. Oh, Alexander using the size advantage now, dropping Shelley.
And a great move there from Alexander as well, changing directions in the middle of his run, throwing Shelley off pace there.
Went for another boot. Oh, lashing out with the chop right to the chest. Alexander's not been beaten in a singles match in Impact in 2 years. Bound for Glory 2021, that fateful night when Moose called his shot.
So that begs the question, or that begs the truth, really. We will see a history-making decision here tonight. Either Josh Alexander ends the reign of Alex Shelley, or Alex Shelley feeds Josh Alexander his first singles loss in years.
Oh, and you can hear the fire from Alex Shelley. Oh, and a big right there, and that connected with the left arm.
Right to the triceps, right to the side of the arm there.
Alexander was trying to guard. He threw up the left arm there out of instinct, and it cost him.
And I don't know if anybody else at home saw that. Josh Alexander getting into the ropes and waving out like he needed a minute. How often do you see Josh Alexander want to take time away from wrestling?
Keeping Shelley at bay. Blows past Shelley in a big boot, and again, going back to the power. The 240-pounder exerting his will here against the champion.
You can feel the vitriol oozing off the walking weapon, too. There's a little extra stank on everything he's doing.
Oh, backbreaker. There's the cover, pressing the shoulders down, and a quick kick out there at one. Things perhaps got stirred up in ring between these two as they were teammates recently in New Japan Pro Wrestling. It looked like Alexander made some incidental contact with Alex Shelley. Shelley wound up getting pinned that night by Tanahashi in a multi-man tag team matchup. And the question was raised whether or not had Alexander done that, would the team have won that night, or did Alexander do that on purpose?
Accidents happen, even if he didn't do it on purpose. There's part of me, this is what I was telling you, I can read people, maybe subconsciously. Alexander really did want to clean Shelley's clock. And it manifested in that match. Who knows? The tensions between these two have gotten so high.
Oh, and stomping on the left arm. And now Shelley taken off of the apron there by Alexander.
But every moment he has, but look, out here on the floor.
Oh my God, he wants the C4 spike on the floor. Back body drop by Shelley to thwart that attempt.
You can feel the thud here all the way at our desk. As the body of the walking weapon hit the floor.
Perhaps some desperation there by Alexander, going for the C4 spike on the outside.
I mean, he absolutely wanted to punish Alex Shelley, who was maybe looking for sliced bread there. Oh, God.
That left arm went into the steel post. Shelley went back inside the ring to reset the 10 count.
I mean, and Shelley, he could have rolled back in and taken a 10 count potentially if the damage was bad enough, but Shelley wants to prove this point to Josh Alexander. He wants to prove it to everyone in the back and wants to prove it to all of you watching at home that he is that, quote, true world champion you're talking about.
Count of 4 now from the official.
And look at this, this barrage, this absolute,
oh my God!
Bending that left arm around the metal turnbuckle. Oh, Jesus. Oh, this is nasty. This is nasty.
Fingers in the opening of the turnbuckle.
Alexander managing to swipe Shelley away for the moment. Maybe Shelley thinking differently.
Shelley taking a deep breath here.
The intensity of the moment, getting to the world champion, showing you what he's willing to do to hold on to that title.
I don't even know if it's getting to the world champion. I know what you're saying there, but Shelley seems to be calm, poised, collected. He's turning up the aggression, but still, before that, seemed like he was cool and collected, and now Alexander ramming him face first into the steel post.
I think he is trying to keep that cool, calm, collected, keep it all focused, not let that saltier grit side come out necessarily unless it has to. He wants to control the pace of this, just like we've seen him do since the beginning.
As Shelley on the outside, Alexander rolls back inside to reset the 10 count here. Both men making sure that this fight continues on the outside, dishing out more punishment.
Fighting all around the ring here.
Shelley. Oh! Missed with that chop into the post. Alexander didn't miss. And the walking weapon going to work.
That's nasty for the hand of Shelley. Right into that steel post. You see him. He was shaking it off there just a minute ago. Trying to at least.
Alexander rushes at the Impact World Champion, takes Shelley off his feet. Oh, and smashing the left knee into the apron.
And maybe here, the turnabout being fair play starts to happen for Josh Alexander. Look at this.
Oh, and now look at this. Shades of the Hitman Bret Hart.
2, 3, 4. Absolute aggression here from the walking weapon. Bending and twisting the knee of the world champion around that steel post. And as Shelley dissected the arm of Alexander, so shall Alexander dissect the leg of Shelley.
He's trying to drive Alexander face first into the middle turnbuckle there. Wait a minute. Oh, pulled the cover off the turnbuckle there, but still suffered the German suplex.
After mentioning some inadvertent leverage there. But either way, now these guys got to be very aware of that exposed buckle.
Back to the left arm, back to the surgically repaired left triceps.
You see Alexander blocking there. Oh, his grip is, oh!
That kick connected with the left arm.
Yeah, normally the enziguri aimed at the jaw, at the face. That time Shelley very deliberately aiming at the arm. Calculated in everything he does.
Oh, wait a minute, Shelley bursts out of the corner, and he's going for the Border City stretch.
He's got it. The tilt-a-whirl into the Border City stretch. Alexander desperately crawled right to the ropes, using his legs there to get there.
And look at this, Shelley relinquishes the submission, but he holds on to the left wrist of Alexander.
Keep your friends close and your championship challengers closer. Alexander finally breaking free there.
Up under the shoulders, hold on a second. Shelley thought he had Alexander there for a moment. Oh, he caught.
A little bit of back and forth there until Shelley hit that almost twisting neck breaker. And again, if we want to go back to it, not only that left arm, but again, the neck of Josh Alexander, which has been through trauma in the past.
Twice surgically repaired, nearly lost his career in professional wrestling because of it.
And things like that, they never leave you. They leech onto you. They can crop up at any time. Shelley knows that. Alexander knows that.
Straitjacket set up here by Alex Shelley, bringing the walking weapon to his knees.
And now this is brilliant, tying up literally both the arms and the neck of Josh Alexander. Pain through the entire upper half of the walking weapon.
Oh, knees right to the small of the back. For over 20 years, Alex Shelley has called himself the face of a generation. He has mentored and educated and trained so many of the stars, past and present, in professional wrestling. Right now, he's trying to take Alexander to school.
He has in so much of the last several years of his career.
Hold on a second there. Alexander caught Shelley. Alexander caught the boot of Shelley.
Oh, God, Shelley smacking back there.
And Alexander just absorbing these open palm strikes and a big clothesline. Alexander needed that for a little breathing room, but still badly favoring the left arm.
Was able to respond there to Shelley, but Shelley still getting to his feet. Athleticism on display here. Shelley holding on.
Overhead belly to belly there by Alexander. Both men pushed the pace. Alexander got the better of the champion.
Great counter from Josh Alexander. Just when Shelley builds up a head of steam, the walking weapon has an answer.
Rushes in against Shelley. Shelley gets the boot up. Double boots there. Kick again to the injured left arm. Face first goes Alexander in the middle turnbuckle. Shelley wanted that earlier on in the match.
He got it there. Shelley, this time as world champion, you talked about him teaching a cavalcade of wrestlers, a generation of talent, but this is his time to be selfish. Yes, and sometimes that can be a good thing. It is time for Shelley to be selfish, to be here for Shelley.
Oh, and a snap German suplex there.
And now, once again, looking for that sliced bread. Can he get it? He does!
Got it! Wait a minute, Alexander rolled through! Alexander! Shelley tried to escape. Alexander says not so fast! German suplex, bridge, cover for the title, and a kick out by Shelley.
Throwing a little bit of chaos theory into the mix, but not enough to put Shelley away.
Excellent sequence there by Josh Alexander, refusing to back down.
But it speaks to the resilience of our world champion to withstand that, to stay in the fight.
Once again, trying to set up here for the C4 spike. He's wanted this multiple times here in the matchup. Shelley was moving there. Alexander realized he had more work to do. Shelley gets himself to the ropes.
There we go, securing himself there. Not only for a rope break, but just to be pulled away from the ropes. But
a dragon screw! And remember, that left knee of Shelley was smashed into the apron earlier on in the matchup. The figure 4 on the steel post.
Alexander had focused that leg earlier on. And look out.
Oh, wait a minute, Shelley knew that was coming. Shell shock of sorts into the barricade.
What a counter by the Impact World Champion.
And now Shelley, he wants this again. Went for it earlier, and now he gets it on the outside. Sliced bread.
Come on, Josh, get up.
Alexander.
Get up, Josh.
Tossed into the barricade, planted on the floor, championship on the line, but it's got to get done in the ring. Nothing happens out here in a title match.
Count of 4 from the official. Shelley went for a version of shell shock and then the sliced bread on the outside. Count of 7 dumps Alexander back inside. Count of 8 here on Shelley. Count of 9, and Shelley does break in through the ropes and resets the 10 count. The referee trying to get Shelley down. Alexander is down center of the ring, however. Shelley could be thinking high risk.
He is prone and primed in the middle of the ring. Shelley up top.
Frog splash! Presses the shoulders down and a kick out into the Border City stretch.
Immediately, the immediacy of Alex Shelley to lock in that Border City stretch. That is important.
Hold on, Alexander turning around, cover for a moment, broken up, and now the ankle lock.
Back to the ankle, back to the legs, the lower half of Alex Shelley. But how much of a grip can he really have on that with all the damage done to his left arm?
And Shelley able to spin out, to your point. Found enough of an opening, and now trying to step through. Oh, and Alexander goes to the left knee. Attacked the left knee multiple times, and now looking for a knee bar.
Manipulated that left knee just enough to take advantage again.
Oh, now look at Shelley trying to break things up the hard way.
Just smacking, oh God, smacking the headgear off Josh Alexander.
Oh, it's Shelley, a kick right to the spine.
See him, they're trying to smack some feeling back in his own leg. Both these guys have absolutely torn each other apart on a physical level.
Uh-oh, trapping both arms there. Shelley does damage close range. Right for the kick, now Alexander. Oh, it's a forearm shiver.
Alexander might have been looking for a roaring elbow of his own. There it is.
Oh, and a straight right to Shelley.
And Shelley dropped. Shelley dropped.
Is it time? Can he set up for the C4 spike?
Tit for tat, back and forth. Look out!
Once again, go for the C4 spike. Had him up. Shelley dropped his weight. Wanted shell shock.
Counter for a counter here at the precipice of this main event matchup.
Back elbow there by Alexander. Shelley. Shell shock. Shell shock.
Alexander planted. Shelley's got to capitalize here.
Shelley has said, don't judge me by my words, judge me by my actions.
Shelley clearly not done. Ooh, wants to send the exclamation point. The mouth guard of Alexander just hit the floor on the outside.
Another shell shock.
Is that enough?
Cover. Alex Shelley is the true world champion.
Come out, and anybody I've talked to, look at her, come right over and not even allow Gail Kim to get in. And Gail Kim fights right back and grabs the ankle of Awesome Kong, and she takes the other foot and kicks to the rail.
And finally, referee Slick Johnson says this is a no disqualification match. What the hell am I going to try and do here? Let's just ring the bell. Let's just turn them loose. Yes, knockout title on the line, and Awesome Kong. Whoa, wow, vicious. Chop to the chest, and nobody has more heart than Gail Kim, and it's on exhibit right here. Oh, God, what a clothesline.
Right on the concrete. Right on the concrete. Oh, wait a minute. Whoa. Hey,
What the hell?
what's going on? She came over here and just like started throwing all of our stuff off of the desk. I gotta tell you, that's about as scared as I've ever been just looking in the face of Awesome Kong.
Whoa, not this Awesome Bomb. She was going to try and use the Awesome Bomb and put Gail Kim on the broadcast table. And did you see the kick by Gail Kim? Get that comeback started, girl.
How did Gail Kim get that kick on top of her head? That's that agility, that martial arts background that Gail Kim has. And then she sends her right back into the ring. And we had nowhere to go. We're connected here to these headsets, and she just, that was scary, man.
Yes.
Just looking up and seeing Awesome Kong that close to you, and I can't even describe how big she is up close and in person. And I remember last Thursday, Mike, and I was trying to describe to you how Gail Kim could win in a match like this, and talking about her heart and everything that she has, and you threw two words at me that kind of put the statement into effect, and that's no disqualification. And when you think about no DQ and Awesome Kong, how on earth is Gail Kim going to be able to defeat her tonight and retain that championship?
Just don't have an answer for you in the least. And now I don't think Awesome Kong got that memo, Don, that we're hardwired in here at the broadcast table. She takes Gail Kim by the hair and just tosses her across the six-sided ring, follows up the advantage, and keep in mind, folks, that's near 300 pounds behind that boot that's across the windpipe and the throat of Gail Kim.
And look at where Gail's positioned. She's got her back on the rope, so she's nowhere she can go. She can't maneuver. And that big boot of Awesome Kong applying that pressure, and just manhandles her right there and throws her into the turnbuckle and the boot again. And again, like you said, referee Slick Johnson, there's not much he can do here.
So little is really known about the background of Awesome Kong. We know that she was trained over in Japan. And did you hear the rumor earlier today, Don, that an associate of Awesome Kong is in attendance here in Orlando tonight at Final Resolution? I wonder where he's from, and I wonder what that's about.
No, well, it's intriguing because I want to know more. You can't help it. You want to know where she's from.
Exactly.
What her past is. You know, what her innermost thoughts are, for that matter, because if you look at her, you just see this scary beast. But look at Gail Kim shooting elbow after elbow. You got to give her credit. She didn't shy down from the no disqualification rule. She wants to prove to everybody why she's such a great champion.
Gail Kim connects with the boot. From that middle rope, gonna try and mount an offensive. Oh, but then the spinning back fist caught her completely unaware, and Gail's in trouble here. What a shot that was.
She's caught in the ropes. She's caught right there in the ropes, and look at this. Awesome Kong's not letting up. You can see referee Slick Johnson trying to get her loose. Thank goodness he did, or Kong may have killed her right there.
Well, that spinning back fist is one of the moves that she learned while she trained over in the dojo in Japan, as we see Gail Kim holding onto her knee.
Oh, she's hurt bad, Mike. And the thing about it is, when you realize that anything and everything can come into play, I hope Gail Kim can figure out a way to use that speed and stay out of harm's way, but she just got her face smashed into the steel steps.
Gail Kim in serious trouble here. The TNA Knockout Championship on the line in this no disqualification match, and here comes another attempt at a comeback.
Nice.
A series of forearm shots. Got 3 or 4 of them in, but then Awesome Kong takes that hand and just slaps her and knocks her down.
Awesome Kong just shrugs those blows off. I mean, you're seeing Gail put that elbow right into the face. 1, 2, 3 in a row, and Awesome Kong, it's like a fly to her. I mean, she really has a threshold. Oh no. Oh no. No! Golly, into the rail! Oh my God, how do you stop her?
Oh my God. She just took Gail Kim with ease, lifted her up by the legs, and the impact when Gail Kim's shoulder, Don, went into that steel guardrail. You can't see the steel because that's just a paper poster in the way. Oh, now tosses her over the safety rail and into the crowd here at Final Resolution.
Oh, Awesome Kong's wanting to humiliate her and just destroy her right in that crowd of people. Gail Kim now just trying to find some high ground, somewhere where she can use her leverage, and that's what she's doing. Kick after kick to the face, and look at it. Gail Kim is just amazing. She just won't quit, but grabbed her by the back of the hair, and right into the steps, into the crowd.
Just tossed her into the steps, and for the 3rd time, we see Gail Kim try to feed off the crowd and get fired up and get that comeback rolling, and for the 3rd time, Kong stops her dead in her tracks, takes her into that first row up in the bleachers area.
Oh no, no. She's on those steps, she's got nowhere to go, is all the way.
Now look at this.
Awesome Kong is on the neck, on the steps. Oh, she fights it off.
Got that big boot directly across the throat of Gail Kim. Referee Slick Johnson, his hands are tied. It's no disqualification. Good luck, Slick, trying to control these two. And here comes Gail again.
And Gail Kim, she knows she's got to escape. She just grabbed somebody's beverage bottle and just started smacking her in the head with it. Anything she can find, she's got to use right now.
Well, you're right.
It's no DQ. Gail Kim, use whatever is at your disposal because you're going to need it.
I can't blame her. Anything not nailed down, use, and then, oh my God, she had to take her and toss her down 6 or 7 flights of steps.
And look how deliberate Awesome Kong is. She goes at that pace so that you feel her coming. You know what I mean? You can basically feel the ground shake.
She comes.
Oh, that's the way you do it. You move out of the way and you're forced to bring the wall. And look at the kick by Gail Kim.
When you have a 160-pound weight advantage over your opponent, Don, you can often dictate the pace. That's what we've seen as Gail Kim again tries to get it rolling and dumps her over the rail. Back first onto the floor and entrance ramp. That's gotta hurt.
That shows you the strength of Gail Kim, like you said, 110 pounds of power. And she comes right off and just uses those fists together and hammers down on the shoulder. Now using that arm and pulling it behind her. That's a good move. It'll make that arm numb.
Yeah, got it in hammerlock position here at this point. As Kong goes shoulder first into the steel post.
Gail Kim now has got the game plan, using whatever she can, and uses that steel ring post. And she just slams her in it, but look at Awesome Kong. She shakes it off. so easily. It's unbelievable the threshold of pain she must have.
Repeatedly taking the champ Gail Kim, driving her face first into the apron, and now those big overhand clubbing rights to the chest. She's not coming over here, is she?
I don't
She's
know.
going to get a steel chair.
And what do? You can see the referee. I think he's trying to keep Gail Kim from getting killed. Oh, but Gail Kim kicks the chair back into Kong. She got out of the way and kicked the chair back into Kong.
Anything and everything goes in this no disqualification TNA Women's Knockout Championship matchup. Gail back up to her feet. Kong out here at the safety rail, and Gail is headed up to the top rope.
Look at her! Oh my God, she flies, but look at this! Kong caught her like it was playing pitch and catch with a softball, and then throws her into the ring. That is power.
That top rope cross-body block to no avail. Caught in midair and then jammed back first against the ring. Kong in, stalking her prey. Oh, you can almost sense it here, can't you?
Mentally, what is going to be going through Gail Kim's mind? She came off the top rope, got an unbelievable extension, and awesome. Kong just handled her like it was nothing. That's got to get you mentally, Mike. That really does, but Gail Kim doesn't show it. She just keeps throwing those elbows as hard as she can. Now look at this toy where there is awesome Kong.
There it is, spinning back fist again.
She gets that extra torque on it by going 360 degrees and just caught.
360 degrees and near 300 pounds behind that move. Here comes the awesome bomb on the way.
Here it goes.
Cover up.
Look at that. She's so quick. Oh, and then gets out of the way and she would have got her face smashed.
Sit down splash. Safe to say, nobody home. Gail again. Shots to the back. Challenger up to her feet. Champion reigning in those rights, but doesn't look like they're having a hell of a lot of effect. Gail for the ride. Sent into the turnbuckles. Moved out of the way. Kong crashes into the corner. Caught her with a kick. Here comes Gail to the top again.
She is throwing those kicks every chance she can at the head, and it's a good move, because eventually she'll rattle her. But look at this. Oh, man, Gail. Oh, she just power bombs her in the face.
Face first to the canvas. Cover.
1, 2. Oh, my God. A part of you almost want her to keep the shoulder down, but she doesn't want to quit.
You're right. No, there is no quit. We've talked about the heart that Gail Kim brings to TNA, how proud she is to be champion. You can see that awesome Kong not happy at the cadence of the count from referee Slick Johnson. He says, I'm the ref. What? Oh, boo for Slick. Look out.
Now she goes after him. She didn't like the count. She takes him up. Oh, my God. She power bombs him.
Awesome bomb for referee Slick Johnson, because she wasn't happy with the fact that he stopped the count at 2. Here she comes again. What are we going to do without a referee in here?
I don't know, but she's coming right over.
Get her out of here.
And now I get nervous every time she gets near this table. Now she's got a chair in hand.
You get nervous. She stepped on my foot. Pushed me out of the way. Here she comes. Got that steel chair, sliding it back in.
Oh no, she's got one. Wait a minute, instead of using it, oh my God! Instead of using it on Gail Kim, she decides to give the referee another shot, so Gail Kim grabs the chair from her. Oh, what a shot! Oh, what a shot to the head! Oh, what another shot, and finally, she topples the giant.
And it's Gail Kim now exploiting the no disqualification stipulation of this Women's Knockout Championship match. Gail headed to the top. Kong laid out. Front splash off the top. Count left. 1. Oh, she had, but you can see that the referee Slick is down. Gail calling for another referee. Here we go. Slide in, Rudy. Count.
1, 2. Oh, she got the shoulder up. But she would have had her.
Frustration so evident on the face of the champ Gail Kim. Oh, just this close to getting the win. Kong back up to her feet. Gail with the right hands, then the knee to the midsection.
Gail Kim just doesn't want to lose this title. I mean, and look at this though. Oh, shit!
Choke slam.
Choke slams her down. 1, 2. No! You've got to be kidding! She got the shoulder up, Professor.
Amazing. Absolutely no give up in the champ Gail Kim. And yes, this capacity crowd, they have been rocking. They've been on their feet from the opening
Universal Studios Orlando is scheduled for one fall and is the rematch the world demanded to see. When the bell rings, the man in charge, TNA senior official, Mr. Roode Charles. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing, standing in the corner to my left, he weighed in this morning at 235 pounds and comes to us from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. He is professional wrestling's only Olympic gold medalist. This is Kurt Angle. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing, standing in the corner to my right. He weighed in this morning at 282 pounds and comes to us from the Isle of Samoa. He is the Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe.
Those eyes will burn a hole right through you. You talk about intensity, you talk about a man on a mission. That's Samoa Joe.
Well, I think back to Thursday night on Impact when we had that incredible all-star war, and Samoa Joe thought that Kurt Angle was there to see to his back because he was there to watch his. And then when he got hit with that Olympic slam, I think that has just stuck with Samoa Joe. He's not forgotten it. And he's looking at a situation where he needs to win this for himself. You know, it's not about streaks anymore, Mike. We know that. It's about pride. And Joe needs this for himself, but when you're going up against maybe the greatest wrestler in the history of this business, it's almost an impossible task.
Boy, I couldn't agree more. You're right. Winning streaks, they're out the window. Pride, honor, respect. Quite possibly the two best wrestlers in professional wrestling today. It's been a treat to see them, Don. It was great at Genesis, and we saw Kurt Angle here in the early going. He rushed Joe into the corner. He takes him back out to the middle of the ring. He uses a back heel trip to take him down and then a top wrist lock to keep him neutralized. It's Kurt Angle in control here in the opening minute.
I got a chance to talk to Kurt Angle, and he told me that he's going to be using his wrestling style that won him the Olympic gold medal a lot. Because he said in this case it's something that Samoa Joe does not see very often, and nobody can use it against him. And he's going to do everything he can to bring back that style, that mat wrestling. And you can see him going right there for the single leg takedown. And he's going to do what he can to beat Joe in a way that Joe's never seen before.
And then turns him over with the half crab. And Samoa Joe quickly able to make his way to the ropes and get the break. Oh, man, and then did you see that on the break? Did you see the kick from Angle?
Oh, just a little love tap right there. Just a little alarm to let him know he's right here.
Samoa Joe, so incredibly quick, so incredibly agile for a man of his size and his body frame. Kurt Angle, you felt it last month at Genesis. You've got to look out for the chops, the knees, the kicks. Samoa Joe's a great striker. How's that? You talk about a great striker. A stiff short arm clothesline that will, it would rock anybody in professional wrestling, and it just sent shivers up my spine, and I'm sure it just rocked the hell out of Angle. And look at these shots, punch after punch in the corner, and now putting the boot to the chest of Kurt Angle. Samoa Joe has been unleashed.
He's just going crazy right there. He saw an opportunity, and you know, you heard Angle talk about that he knows there's a chance he can get paralyzed in this ring. And you heard Joe talk about it. He said, yeah, I know he's had a broken neck, and I'll go right after it. And he did right there, slamming him on the back of his head. And then he just kept going. And look at Joe. He's just not stopping. He's going in the body shots, head shots, anything that he can to take that momentum right off of Angle from the start.
Couldn't agree more. You laid it out for everybody. Samoa Joe, he's physically taking it to Kurt Angle and working on the neck and head of Angle. He knows what he perceives as a weakness, and the 280-plus pounder just lifted and elevated Angle over the top rope. And wow, Kurt Angle just crashed on the floor.
I mean, look at that look in Joe's eyes. I mean, it's almost, it's not even a look of anger. It's a look of determination. It's a look of a mission that he's put himself in tonight. and you can see he's calculating everything that he does.
It's a look that tells me that he wants retribution here, that he wants to gain a little bit of payback. And as much as Angle was in control in the opening minutes, Samoa Joe is turning around, and look at Angle fight back with those shots, my God! Right and left, and then a European uppercut.
Oh, you can see the look in Angle's eyes as he tries to get his focus back, and he hit Joe with some wicked rights right there. Oh, Kurt Angle just goes right over the top, right on top of Joe and levels him.
Body at risk. You think Angle cares? Right over the top. Tells the cameraman to get out of his way and puts the boots to Samoa Joe.
Puts it right into the side of Samoa Joe's head. And then he goes over here. Oh, man. He caught him right into the corner. Right into the corner of that steel steps. And he hits him again right into the face. Look at this.
Slapping and shot after shot right into the face of Samoa Joe.
Well, I mean, he's a little payback there when Joe was just face brushing him right after another, and now look at Angle returning the favor. I mean, you can just feel the intensity as this thing goes on.
From both of these competitors, and what have we said, Don, since his arrival? There's no one that's more intense of a competitor in professional wrestling than Kurt Angle. At points during this matchup, we've seen that match by Samoa Joe. But now the complexion of the bout has turned in favor of the Olympic gold medalist. And Angle, you can see, he's prepared for this. He's waiting in the corner. He's allowing Samoa Joe to get back up to his feet, but just momentarily, because he slides through, connects with a kick, and Joe goes into the guardrail.
Didn't quite get it with the full force, but he got it with the full force with that knee. And then you saw the right, and look at Joe firing himself up, screaming with every blow. I mean, Samoa Joe right now knows that when you get that momentum, you go right after it and you don't stop.
Physicality unparalleled in professional wrestling. Seeing these two men just go at each other. Everything on the line here in this one and only rematch. Another uppercut in the corner. Angle gonna try and shoot the 280-pounder across, and does. As he charges in, Joe's prepared, he's ready. Got the elbow up, but wow, Kurt Angle just met Samoa Joe and knocked him down like a big oak tree.
I mean, he caught him right there in the neck, right there in the chin. And I mean, and what I like about this right now, he could be going for a pin. What he's doing, I think, is measuring up Joe. He wants to calculate it himself and then show Joe why he's considered the best. And look at that strength as he just suplexes him over.
Off the suplex, here's the pin attempt, and barely a 1 count before Samoa Joe rolls the shoulder, and again a 1 count from referee Roode Charles. Angle gonna go back to the wrestling basics here, and I think that's a smart strategy on his part.
And you can see him squeezing on the ribs right now, and I think he senses something with Joe right there as he's just pulling on the ribs, pulling hard, and Joe trying to get loose of that grip, and he puts his hand in the middle. And look at this! He's rolled Joe over for him. Look, he's got his mat there. And you can see Roode Charles checking it. It almost looks like we're watching an Olympic wrestling event right now.
Submission hold applied. You see that Samoa Joe has that move keyed. He's got the key lock on Kurt Angle, who rolls over now, uses his weight against Samoa Joe, and gets a near fall.
Actually, Samoa Joe's own arm was keeping Kurt Angle's shoulder from touching the mat right there. That was a wild situation, and again, you're watching mat wrestling right here, and it's two guys just trying to show each other who's the better man.
Samoa Joe, known for that ground and pound mixed martial arts style. He has such a wide variety of training methods. Traditional pro wrestling, that's a part of it as well, but also that MMA, that submission and ground game that he can bring that enables him, I think, to match Kurt Angle here, and it's exactly what we're seeing. Right hand after right hand, the right to the jaw, chop to the chest. Here comes Joe.
Oh, he missed his Kurt Angle. It looked like he was going to be taking him, and then he set him up, and that's that experience that he has. I mean, at the last second, he dropped down, and Joe thought he was going to take Angle over the top.
Did you see the way that Joe hit the ropes? And you see the mark on the arm, and I believe on the chest and neck of Samoa Joe. When he went into that steel cable, he had no idea it was coming. Like a whiplash gun when he went right in, as Angle was able to move out of the way and avoid the contact.
You can see there, these guys are like, heavyweight fighters as they talk to each other as they go. Joe now trying to get some steam.
Look out!
Oh, he just gets belly to belly right there by Kurt Angle, and man, Kurt Angle's got momentum rolling right now.
Oh, the overhead release suplex by Angle, just what the doctor ordered. Great crowd here at Turning Point, showing their support for both of these men as Angle goes for the pin. 2 count only before Joe rolls the shoulder. Kurt Angle almost went up 2-zip against Samoa Joe in one-on-one competition.
And you can see now applying the knee to the back, gonna pull back on the neck. I mean, Kurt Angle just putting on a clinic right now. Samoa Joe has had some flurry. Samoa Joe has shown us some brilliances, some glimpses of brilliance, but right now you can see it, it looks like he's just losing the air. So different than that facial expression that we've seen on Samoa Joe earlier.
That was more than a chin lock from Kurt Angle, at least in the opinion of referee, senior official Rudy Charles. He felt that Angle had it down right across the throat of Samoa Joe, that he was cutting off the air to Samoa Joe, and it looked that way when we had that great camera shot, that close-up in the ring.
You can see there Kurt Angle also grinding the chin into the shoulder right there of Samoa Joe, and that's just one of those things that you don't realize. You grind that chin in there hard, and it just causes intense pain. I mean, that's the veteranship right there. That's all the years of experience of Kurt Angle. And let me tell you something. In mat wrestling, that's the kind of thing that you do to grind down your opponent. And when you have periods like that, and he's bringing out all the stops.
Who better to know every trick of the trade than Kurt Angle? The series of elbow shots momentarily allows Joe to come back, but then Angle cuts him off, swinging and miss with the clothesline.
Look at the strength of Samoa Joe! And I don't know where he found that from. He didn't look like he had it. And he just shows you what kind of a competitor that he is.
Released him overhead. What a suplex, guys. Can we take another look at this? In the truck, we got a replay of this. There it is.
Oh, and you can see Kurt Angle had a bad landing. I think he landed bad on the knee, I think. I just, the intensity of the crowd, you can feel the electricity. They know they're watching something special.
Samoa Joe dug deep for that suplex. He's slow to get back to his feet. They meet in mid-ring. Joe connects, blocks the punch from Angle. Joe connects again and blocks. That's 3 straight times. He blocked him and hit him with a shot. To the ropes, decked him with the clothesline. Angle to his feet, dropped him a second time. But look how quickly Angle gets right back up. What a competitor. That time, chest first into the corner.
Joe's got him.
Choke applied.
Oh, what a headbutt right there by Angle.
And after the headbutt, there it is. He's got the German. He hit him with one German suplex. On the head again. He maintains his grip. He maintains the contact. 280 pounds overhead. Gonna go to the well for a 3rd time.
You can see Kurt Angle right there. Joe looks like, oh man, he hits him. Samoa Joe, for every time he turns it around and gets the momentum, the Olympic gold medalist able to turn it back in his favor.
Angle challenges Joe to get back up to his feet and take more of a beating. Samoa Joe came so close to putting that rear naked choke on. I don't think he had it fully cinched in and applied before Angle butted him, and then Angle takes control. The 3 Germans, gonna go there, Olympic slam, but instead the choke applied. Ankle lock, ankle lock. This is what he beat him with. Can he beat him a 2nd time? Is Joe gonna tap?
Again, Joe just didn't quite have the strength to turn it around, but then he does. Oh man, you know, Samoa Joe was just testing it. He waited to see if he could do the momentum, and then he breaks the knee right up to the chin of Kurt Angle and sets him up with the top rope. And could Joe be getting this momentum back?
Could it be the muscle buster that he's setting him up for?
What a kick! How does he do that for a man that size?
Angle never saw it coming. Is he gonna feel this muscle buster? Oh boy, there's no doubt.
Oh, look at this! He's got him! 1!
Oh man!
Again, he's got the ankle lock!
Submission applied. Look at the positioning. Dead center, middle of the ring. The place is going nuts because they're anticipating Samoa Joe to tap out a 2nd time. The tuck and roll worked once. Can it work a 2nd time, or can Joe come up with something else?
Look at how Angle gets to his base. Angle got to his feet. He doesn't want that to happen to him again, and now.
You see, Joe said no. Joe said no.
And again, he tries it, and again, he's able to use his weight. And if he didn't have that weight advantage, I'm telling you, though, that's how smart Joe is. He knows that, and he uses it.
Olympic slam.
Oh, man, it just one right after another.
Here's
1, 2. Oh, he gets up just in time. And Angle can't believe it.
I can't believe it.
Angle thought he had him pinned.
When Kurt Angle hits the Olympic slam, the 1, 2, 3 is what you've grown to expect, but Samoa Joe stays alive.
Listen to this crowd. They respect both. And now Kurt Angle takes the strap off right there. And now he knows that he goes right back at that foot, right back at the ankle lock, and he's just yanking choking on it right there.
Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you at this point? When it's been so successful for you in the past, when you beat Samoa Joe with it. Tuck and roll, this time is blocked by Angle.
Wait, look at this.
Shoulders down, oh man.
How's Samoa Joe able to get the reversal? And now look at him as he puts in the Coquina clutch.
There it is. He's got the clutch. He's got the rear naked choke. Angle trying to fight through the pain.
He's holding him right there. You can
He's
see.
got his arm. He's going to tap.
Oh, is he going to do it?
Oh, God, what's he going to do?
Oh, look at him. He's fighting it. He's fighting it. Stay right there on the... There. Oh, man.
Now the ankle lock applied. Joe.
Kurt Angle's turned it around.
Samoa Joe's in trouble.
Oh,
Angle's got it positioned perfectly. Now this is what Angle was looking for.
You can see Joe realizes he was so close. He'll never get that chance again. It's Kurt Angle again. You see Joe again fighting him. And now he's got it again.
Coquina clutch. Rear naked choke. What's he going to do?
He's holding his hand up.
He's trying
Is
not
he
to
gonna
tap.
do it?
He's trying not to tap.
No, he's holding with everything he's got. Kurt Angle. And now look at it, Kurt Angle's arm. And it looks like he's losing his air.
He's on the verge here of being unconscious. You see referee Rudy Charles checking to see if there's still some life in Angle.
Look at Kurt Angle now. He's got it. He's grabbed the ankle of Joe. And he fights back. Oh my gosh. How was he able to stop it? And now again he's got the ankle.
Oh no. Joe in trouble again. And now Angle sits down with the ankle lock. Scissors the leg to cap it off.
Pulling with everything that he's got. You can see the pain on Joe's face as he's fighting it. He's got to reach through the pain, and I don't think he can.
Samoa Joe, he's still several feet away from the ropes. He's got a long way to go. Can he use his weight advantage? Can he use his size and strength to get to the ropes? He's not doing it. He stopped him. Kurt Angle's got him. Joe digging down.
No.
Joe digging down so deep.
Rudy Charles, look at the determination as he gets a hold of the ropes. Oh my God, Samoa Joe.
But will Angle break it? Wow, on the verge of the 5 count from referee Charles there. It got all the way to 4 before Angle would relinquish control of the ankle lock.
Oh, look at him go right at the ankle. He goes and stomps on it. He knows there's no feeling in that ankle. He knows there's no blood in that ankle. And that's why he goes right after it.
Truer words have never been chanted. You're damn right this is awesome. This is TNA. Angle, big shots. Rock Joe, 3 right hands. Samoa Joe, precarious position. Up in the corner turnbuckles. What's Angle going to position him for here? You don't often see Angle go.
No, look at the strength as he's getting Joe up top here.
He's trying to belly him from the middle rope, but Joe won't have anything to do with it.
Oh, headbutt. 3 headbutts in a row by Samoa Joe. And that fights Kurt Angle off right there.
Right to the forehead and right across the bridge of the nose of Kurt Angle. Samoa Joe connects with those headbutts. But Joe up on top.
Oh, look out. Whoa! Kurt Angle got up there so quick. And then nails him with the
Here it is.
1, 2, it's over. No! Samoa Joe fights out of it. Wow!
Both Angle and Samoa Joe trying to fight through what has been an incredible amount of pain that each man has felt in this so special rematch. It's Angle first up to his feet. Joe back up to the base. Here it comes, Olympic slam. No!
Oh, look at this!
Armbar instead. Arm drag off the Olympic slam. Oh, Samoa Joe's so prepared for all of Angle's moves.
But he can barely hold his weight on that foot after Angle has been torquing it on it all night. And then you see referee Rudy Charles gets hit right there in the face. Hit right there in the eye.
Unfortunate collision here. Angle and Joe collide, and then Angle knocks referee Rudy Charles down. Rudy Charles has been hit in the eye, and Samoa Joe applies the Coquina clutch.
But there's no referee right here, as you can see, Samoa Joe, and he's tapping out. He's tapping out, but the referee doesn't know. And oh man, Kurt Angle is tapped out. Can you believe this?
And Samoa Joe, I think, is under the impression here that he's won the match.
He knows he's won the match, but he's not officially won the match because the referee, and now look at Joe.
I think Joe realizes it now, that he doesn't hear a bell. So he knows that even though Angle tapped out, the referee didn't see it.
Oh, low blow right there by Kurt Angle. Oh, he shot him right from behind. What was that?
Never expected to see that from Kurt Angle.
Not after the great match that these guys have had. You don't need to do a cheap shot like that.
Shortcut by Angle. The low blow. And wait a minute. Angle headed over here to the broadcast position. What's going on?
I have no idea.
Goes past us. He's got a steel chair that he took from the timekeeper from the bell ringer.
I think he's mad that he tapped out. He knows that he hasn't officially lost, but he knows he tapped out.
I think you're right.
And he's angry, and he's mad, and he's gonna take it out on Samoa Joe. Oh, but he missed it.
Oh, and the chair foot came back. It sprung back right into Angle's face. Joe's got him hooked around the trunks.
He's trying to grab those straps, and
There
now he
it is.
pulls him in.
Got him in again.
He's got him in.
Rear naked choke. Is he going to tap a second time?
He's holding on for dear life. And you can see referee Rudy Charles. Is Kurt Angle going to tap out? No, he grabs the ankle again. Oh, and he pulls it back. Joe tried to get it into place. Look at him, and he taps out. Joe's won.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, the Samoa Submission Machine, Samoa.